Do you know how eBay calculates their fees after you sell something? The topic of fees is a very interesting subject, and this was brought up to me by another viewer that was back and forth with me in another video talking about how eBay takes their fees. I'm going to get into all that, but before I do, for those of you that are new to the channel, let me explain to you how a video like this works. First, we tackle a topic, whatever the topic may be. And then afterwards, I give you what solds or items that sold in my store so you can see what is possible for you. And then in between those sold items, I also talk about comments and answer questions that have been left behind on any of my other videos. So if you ever have something to say, leave it in the comments below. Okay, let's get right into it. First off, let me explain how eBay takes their fees for those of you that are brand new or newer. Maybe you haven't done the math. Maybe you don't know how the fees are taken. eBay takes fees from the top line. By top line, I mean they add the price of the item, they add shipping, and they add taxes, and yes, taxes too. So for example, if all that together turns out to be $30, like it's a $20 item, $5 shipping, $5 in taxes, it ends up being $30. They take the fee percentage off of the top line, off of the 30, not off of the item, not off of just shipping. They don't have different percentages. They take it off the top line. And I know that a lot of you are thinking, wait, there's a problem here. Why the hell am I paying fees on taxes? Number one, because that's already going to piss me off. And then why am I paying it on shipping? Shouldn't I just pay fees on the item that was sold? That's the issue right here. That's the issue that the person that was watching my other video that I was going back and forth with, that's what we were discussing. And the best thing about it was that it was an actual discussion between two human beings, between two adults, not a fight, not any, this is why this person didn't make it into the who be talking shit segment. But let me discuss, or let me go back and forth with the points of why this person thought that it was wrong. And then why I was trying to explain to him that this is not necessarily wrong. That's just how the business is done in this case. All right, let's start here. When I looked at this topic, or when I was going back and forth with this person, I said, what do other sellers think that have similar thought process than him? So after looking, I found 5 things that they think about when this comes up. Number one, they feel it's double taxation. Double taxation because we're already getting taxed by the government, and then we have to pay fees on that. So they feel that you're just getting double taxed for no reason and that it's illegal. The second thing is that there are too many increased costs, meaning the fee structure hurts us overall, making us a lot less competitive in this marketplace. The third thing these sellers argue is that there is a transparency issue. If you don't calculate all the time, if you didn't watch a video like this, most people wouldn't know that that eBay takes fees on the top line, that they're taking a fee from the taxes as well. So they feel that it's non-transparent. Number 4 is that they feel that this is an unnecessary burden for small sellers. As small sellers, we're already dealing with a whole lot. We don't have a lot of cash flow, so that makes us, again, less competitive. And 5, last but not least, they feel that this is a fairness issue. Why should we pay fees on taxes or money that we never see? For example, the customer pays for taxes. The taxes are held by eBay and then they are remitted to the states. So why are we paying a fee on that? That's what they think. Now, before I go and explain my view on all of this, let me say that these are all valid concerns. This video was not meant to discourage or to disparage or to talk shit to anybody that thinks this way. These are valid concerns, but let me give you a different perspective, a larger perspective, so that maybe you can understand why this happens and it's okay. First, let me say that thinking like this, asking questions, that's okay, but just don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you negative, because then you're going to start losing money because you're going to be angry instead of being positive and looking towards making more money. Instead, you're going to be focused on the little things that don't really matter instead of making money. I'm going to explain what is happening with just 3 points. Point number 1, why is this happening? A simplification of a fee structure is just easier for everybody, for the business and for you. For example, if they take always 15% from the top line, then they can tell you we take 15%. They don't have to tell you, well, we take 10% from the item, 5% from the shipping, 2% for the taxes, and so on and so forth. It makes it so much easier for the business and for us as sellers. It makes it easier for accounting as well, because the fee structure now doesn't have a bunch of line items that they have to separate. That is a thing. The second reason why this is done is because it helps the platform. Essentially, they want more money. And that's when it gets kind of murky when people say, well, why should we pay more money? Well, think about it this way. If you didn't have eBay, if you didn't help them with these fees, if they weren't collecting enough, then they would go under. That means that you would go under. You wouldn't have a place to sell. If they didn't collect extra fees where they needed to so that they can keep pushing the business forward, then what happens now? You wouldn't have the customers, the millions of customers that are on eBay. If you don't have enough money as a business to start marketing on Google, on Facebook, on wherever to gain customers, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to make zero money. So right now, we are paying fees so that the platform can keep growing, advancing, and moving forward. That's what it is. That's what the fees are for. Now, sometimes do I want lower fees? Of course. I wish they could run a business that is better and gives us more customers with lower fees for sure, but that's not the case. It could be greed. It could be something else. I don't know, but this is what we signed up for. And speaking of signing up for, when you decide to sell on eBay, you can't complain, and they are not keeping anything from you. They're very transparent. If you go to the fee structure, they'll tell you there where they take their fees from or how they take their fees. They've always been open and honest about it. You may not like it, but that's how it goes. Now, you have two choices. You can stick with it and say, well, that's what they're charging me, and I'm just going to deal and do what I have to do to make my business work. Or you can leave. You can go to another platform, or you can start your own platform. You can always do that. And the last one, and probably the most controversial, is why are we paying fees on taxes that we never see, on money that we never see? On taxes, it's like, okay, well, we're already getting taxed. Why am I paying fees on that? Well, let me explain to you. When a customer pays you or pays eBay through eBay, right? The eBay keeps the portion, which is the taxes, for you. They keep it, and then they remit it to the local authority, whatever that may be, for you. If you didn't have eBay doing that, guess what? You would have to take that money, set aside the taxation, and then you would have to remit that to whatever local government it is, and we're selling everywhere. So what happens now? You have extra work to do. So since eBay is doing it for you, why would you expect for them to do it for free just because you're on their platform? That's stupid. It's like me saying, okay, give me more work, and I'm not going to charge you for it. I just want to do more work. That's just dumb. So this is one of the other reasons why they take it from the top line. That money allows them to pay accounting or whatever they have to do to remit those taxes to the local authorities. Now for my final thoughts. The one thing that this person did say is that this is illegal. Well, it's not illegal because this is part of what you sign for or what you agree to when you get on the platform. As long as they tell you they can do all this because you already said okay. Now, is it fair? No, it doesn't feel fair, but it doesn't matter. It's not about the way we feel. If we are choosing to be on this platform, then you have to follow the rules. And if you don't want to follow the rules, that's totally okay. But you need to get off the platform and go somewhere else or open your own platform so that you can make your own rules and not charge anybody fees on the taxes and all that. And I guarantee you that once you are in those shoes, in the CEO shoes of a big company, you're going to say, oh shit, this is a lot more work. So therefore, I need to get the fee structure correctly so that we can continue to make money and grow the business so that we can help these people make money too, because we're all going to make money together. That's what it is. I hope that all made sense to you guys. And let's keep going. Now we're going to get into the sales. Let me get into the back end right here. Here we go. Oh, before we get into the sales, let me take the first question. At Rocky WQ8HS. He is a Posse member, by the way. What's up, Rocky? He asks, how do I create custom SKU? Would the buyer see it as well? He is referencing eBay bundles, the secret to selling faster and making more money. That's a great video. If you guys aren't bundling, you should definitely be bundling. And instead of me just telling you, hold on one second. There we go. I pulled one up. I'm going to grab, let's say this one. This is a vintage brass dolphin. There we go. Okay. So this is what he's talking about. Custom SKU. So why do I create it? And does the customer see this? The customer does not see that. The custom SKU label, if you look at right here, it says F3.2. What that is that in the warehouse, there's a unit. It's like a big ass shelf that is called F. So it's A, B, C, D, E, F, and it keeps going. Okay, so that's unit F, shelf number 3.2, because in shelf number 3, I can fit 2 bins, one on the left, one on the right, and then there's a middle space. So there is F3.1, F3 mid, and then F3.2. The 3 mid is for larger items that don't belong in a bin. So that's why I leave space like that. But that's what that's for. And then next, you'll see that it says 10/23/23. Damn, why is it still in my store? It should have been out of my store already. That's way too long to have something in my store, but I must have missed it. And what is this? A vintage brass dolphin. Oh shit. Did I sound like a horse or a dolphin? No mames. I thought I sounded like a horse. In any case, the next thing you see right there is that this is the first day that it was listed, not ended and selling similar, not any of that. It's when I listed it. And then finally at the end, I put $4, which is the cost of goods. That way at the palm of my hand, I can see everything and anything that I need to maybe make an offer, to take an offer, to do whatever. It's just all right here, and that way I don't have to keep Excel sheets and all the shit that everybody else keeps, which I don't do. I do keep books, by the way, but I don't keep them like most people think. So I hope that answers your question. And no, I don't know if I said it already, but no, the buyer doesn't see it. It's only for you on the back end. Let's go to our first product. We're going to start with a banger. Actually, a couple of them, which is great. This I bought when I went to Houston for my brother's heart check at the heart hospital. Right next door, or not right next door, but a few miles down the road, I went to a Goodwill, which is rare for me now. I don't really do Goodwill anymore. But I went because that was available. And I said, oh, okay, I saw Catchphrase. I've sold a ton of these, by the way. Catchphrase is an excellent game. I've never played it. I mean, it's an excellent game to purchase for sale. I bought it for 15 bucks, and this is a very special edition that is uncensored. Trust me, you can't find these anymore. Look at this. Sold, sucker, for $109.99. Free shipping, after fees and everything. I brought home $83.22. So what is that? About $67 in profit. Wait, is that 73? Yep. $68 in profit. That was an excellent pickup. I will say this now. If you ever see this, I don't give a shit if it's in a box, not in a box, pick it up. The uncensored red one is a good one. I have 2 in my store right now. One of them is black, one of them is blue. They all sell. The blue one is the one that gets the least amount of money. The red one is the one that gets the most amount of money, and the black is in the middle. Just so you know. And yes, you can still find them. I mean, I find them all the time. I don't know why I keep finding them all the time. Oh, and you know what? And let me go back to Rocky's question real quick. Look at this one. C2.1. That means it's in the Unit C 2.1 bin. I put it up on 2/5/25 and I paid $15. That's it. You can keep making custom SKU labels throughout your entire store for that. Next banger. This is a good one. Who knows this? And if you don't know this, you should know this. This is definitely a bolo. This is a Scott E vest, RFID travel vest. So this vest has a ton of pockets, as you can see down here. It also protects you from people trying to steal your information with scanners and so on and so forth. Now, first, before we keep going with how much I made, I'm gonna reference Rocky because this is a little different. This is for clothing. GO means good. EX would be excellent, and FA or F would be fair because there's the new condition descriptions for pre-owned product. 1472 is the number. Because this doesn't belong in a bin. This is labeled in a different fashion because I have one side of the warehouse is bins. The other side of the warehouse is for clothing. And clothing is numerical from 0001 up to 10,000. So this is 1472. I put it up on 221.25 for $3. Now look at what it sold for. Sold for $84.99 and it sold super fast. $8.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $63.17. What did I say I paid? $3. So $60 in profit. That right there was an excellent pickup. I love that vest. It looked really good. It was very heavy duty. For those of you that don't know, buy these all the time. They're called Scott E vest. Next, you guys know, for those of you that watch my channel a lot, I got Le Creuset. I got Le Creuset up the ass all the time, everywhere. So Le Creuset ceramic open salt keeper. You can use it for whatever. We were using it for, I believe, the sponges, like the dish sponges. You can use it for anything. Of course, I cleaned it and make sure that everything was good because some people put food in it. So I made sure that it was all clean and good to go. And this was $0 because it was mine. It did take a while to sell because of what I was asking for it. But Le Creuset pieces, if you sit on them, that's fine. They will always sell. Just chill. Don't always have to, you don't always have to mark everything down. Sold for $23.91. It was there for 9 months, 8 months. $14.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $26.12. By the way, how do I know that it was in my store for 8 months? Because of the 91 cents on the back end of the $23. Every month I end and sell similar. So every 30 days I remove a penny. So every penny means it's 30 days. So if something goes from 99 cents, which I start, to say 96 cents, then I already know it's been in my store for 3 months or a little bit more, like give or take. So that way I can know how long my stuff has been in store. It's just an easy way to do that. Here we go for another question. Yeah. Okay. At Atave1 says, so what does joining your channel do? I see 3 different tiers. Can you explain? Yes, I can explain. And he is referencing bundling makes more money. I got a lot of views on that. That's a great video. You guys should check it out. But let me explain the tiers. Well, you know what? Before I explain the tiers, let me explain the program. So when you get on as a Posse member, at minimum, you pay $2.99. And I don't mean per day. I mean per month. What you get access to, and everybody, this is all tiers, they get access to What the FAQ Thursdays. I really stopped answering a lot of questions online, like on the comments to the public, because there's so many questions. I get bombarded all the time with emails and everything that I said, okay, this has got to stop, because this is too much time that I can't be giving out just like that, because I'm losing money. So I said, I will make a program. And when you subscribe, you get What the FAQ Thursdays. On Wednesdays, you get to send me 2 questions, and then I deep dive them on Thursdays. And the deep dives are deep dives. We talk about all kinds of subjects. People seem to love them, and that is what the Posse members get. The higher up you go on the tier, the more input you have on the channel. So for example, the people that are 9mm subscribers, it's 380, 9mm, and 40 cal. So the 9mm subscribers and the 40 cal get more say. And then the 40 cal gets priority responses to whatever questions they have on What the FAQ, or if they have something that is not on there that is in between weeks, then they can ask me, and that's okay. But essentially, let me say this. What you are doing when you are subscribing is that you are helping me stay on. There is a misconception that we YouTubers make all this kind of money because, oh, he's got like 12,000 subscribers or so. He's making all this kind of money. Oh man, he should have time to answer all this. And you know, he owes us all this and he owes us time. And no, that's not it. Trust me, I make more money selling my items on eBay, Amazon, and everything else that I do with my business than this. The reason I do this is because I feel that because of where I am in my life, I want to help other people get to this point or higher. That's why. So you're helping me stay on YouTube. That's it. That's what you're doing. So I do thank everybody that's part of the Posse. I think we have 51 members as of right now. Most people have been on with me for a long time. There's members that have been on for about 9 months, which is great. And they're loyal members. I talk about all kinds of subjects again, and we get to do a lot of different things. So thank you for answering or asking this question. If you guys want to join the Posse, you can click the join button down below. Let's go to the next sale. Levenger leather magnifying glass stick. Man, this sold within 1 day. These things sell. They just, it's a stick that you put on a book, right, by the way, and then it magnifies the letters. That's it. But this is a beautiful one, and it's Levenger. Levenger is a good brand. It is leather, And oh man, I felt it when I saw it. I said, this is great. And everybody at Goodwill, of course, was passing them by because it's not electronics. It's not vintage t-shirts. It's not all this. And I'm like, bro, you guys have to expand your mind to other things. I mean, unless that if you're a niche store and that's all you do, then fine. But this is a good pickup. Look, I bought it for $2.50, sold for $25, $5.99 after fees and everything. I brought home $20.54, so about $18 in profit, and it sold within 1 day. Super fast. So always just look at all kinds of products and try to train yourself on everything. Even if you're a niche store, you should know about all types of products because you never know when you might have to switch it up. So you got to be prepared. Next sale, here we have Eddie Bauer canvas shorts. I wanted to show these because most of you wouldn't have picked them up. They're Eddie Bauer. It's like it's a whatever brand, right? They don't make money. Okay, well, they sold super fast within like 3 or 4 days. No, probably less than that. And trust me, that's fast for these shorts. Bought them for $3. Sold for $15.99, $8.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $14.05, so I made $13.05 in profit. The other reason why I wanted to put these up is because, first off, I don't recommend you get low STR, low sell-through rate product all the time because then your whole store will start hurting. But I picked these up because I already know the price point and what it'll sell. I've put them up for $22. I've put them up for $13. I put them up for a bunch of different price points, and these sell at $15.99. If you ever have shorts like this, let me show you again, the canvas shorts, and you don't know how to price them, $15.99, $8.99 shipping is usually a very good zone to be in for prices. You'll make enough money for profit, and it will sell fast enough. You're not at a low price, but you're not at a high price. And I've tried this a bunch of times. And if you guys think that I'm wrong, leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear from a clothing seller because maybe it just happened that this guy, somebody like the perfect buyer was there at the time and he wanted to buy these. Who knows? But trust me, I mean, I've done this a bunch of times and it's always been good for me. Next, here we have vintage Lauren Ralph Lauren women's shirt. And this is a Lauren Ralph Lauren because the green tag, that's what it is. By the way, the green tag is usually the shittier made clothing or the lower end clothing. A lot of the green tags you'll find at the outlet mall, but they still sell. And this is USA made, so this is one of the older ones. This is a plaid sweater. It's flannel. I bought it for $4. Sold for $30, $8.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $26.99. So that is an excellent pickup. So that's $23 in profit. Still an excellent pickup. I hate that sweater. I think it's so ugly and it is large. So, it's a big sweater, but it sold. And I was like, ugh. And I don't really sell women's clothing, as most of you know. Let me look at this one. So I put these up because this week I didn't have anybody talking shit. So my Who Be Talking Shit segment this week is Who Be Plastering my shit with their ads. And let me tell you why I put this up. So first off, let's see. Who be advertising on my channel? I don't know. If you guys think of a cool name, let me know in the comments below because I'll keep calling these people out. And look, more power to them, man. If they want to push their stuff, they believe in their product, fine, I get it. It's okay. Like they're trying to sell their apps and stuff. But the reason I wanted to put this up here is because I wanted to tell you, if you don't see me make a video about something, if you don't hear me talking about a product, and then it's constantly like in the comments or people are coming in like, hey, Damien thinks that this product sells really well. If you don't hear it from me, then don't assume that I'm okay with it. Don't assume that you should go and buy it and you should go and use it and it's the best thing just because it's on my feed on my channel. Because what happens is that these people want to leverage, obviously, the loyal viewership that I have, and they want to put stuff up here so that you guys can go get it. And this is all about emails. They said, you know what? I don't know. You guys can read it, but oh yeah, do you mail something? I don't know. It's about sending like cold emails. And I get what they're doing. And you know what? Again, they're entrepreneurs. They're trying to push your shit. Fine. But always, when you see it in the comments and I don't talk about it and I haven't told you like, hey, this is an awesome product to buy, then don't buy it thinking that it was branded by me or be like, oh, Damien said to buy it. Like, no, just be on the lookout. Next product, here we have Jeep Trucker Hat Cap Gray Embroidered Mountain Sun Mesh. Okay, this was a great hat to sell, and I'll tell you why. I bought it for $1. I showed it, I think I showed it in a different video, but I'm going to talk about it again for a reason. Bought it for $1, sold for $18.99, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $10.65. So this hat, I got like 5 different offers from 5 different people. Of course, $5, $4, asshole offers. But whatever, it is what it is. Lowball offers, right? The good thing about that, by the way, you should always decline or counter or do whatever. You should have engagement, is because all these people were lowballing me. And guess what? Somebody came and bought it full price. So what happens is that the algorithm likes the energy and then it pushes out your item. That's it. So don't get mad and don't say like, well, stop sending me offers, or don't turn your offers off because of that. Just use them to your advantage. And speaking of that, the algorithm video is definitely coming out. I already finished it. It's going to be good. So you guys can understand from a larger perspective how algorithms work, how the eBay Cassini algorithm most likely works, because nobody really knows how it works, but most likely works, and how you can use it to your advantage. Be on the lookout for that. Next, here we have Animal House Trivia Game, brand new sealed. I bought this for $2, sold for $24.28, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $10.60. Not a huge profit. It's only $8 in profit, but I love board games. I always have board games. They're super easy to ship. I just put it in a poly bag. I didn't even have to protect it. It went, and it's totally fine. And most places have board games really cheap because a lot of people don't go to a thrift store to buy board games. So they're always available. Next, here we have Polo Ralph Lauren linen short sleeve shirt. Linen shirts, what do I say all the time? Buy the freaking linen shirts. They always sell. Even the no-name brands sell. I bought it for $3.50, sold for $23.79. I sent an offer. $8.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $23.17. This linen shirt does well. So I brought home about $19.75 or $19.50 in profit. It's a great pickup. And of course, it has the pony logo. The pony logo always does well. Linen, the issue with linen is that it wrinkles, so the pictures are not going to be the best. And that's because I didn't do it, but my girl washed it. She threw it in the dryer and tried to make it the least wrinkly possible, and that still looked like that. So I said, all right. But people understand. The people that are looking for linen, they get it, that it's crinkly. It looks all the time. It looks wrinkly, even after you press it. That's just how linen does. Next, here we have Columbia fishing shirt. For those of you that think that Columbia doesn't sell or doesn't make enough money, check this out. Columbia fishing shirt. First of all, this is a heavier dutier one. Heavier dutier. Oh, shit. I cracked myself up. Anyways, this is a PFG 2XL, so it is a bigger shirt. I bought it for $4. Sold for $21, $8.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $21.59. If you ask me, $17.59 in profit for an easy pickup like that you can find a lot of Columbia stuff, it's a great profit margin. I think that this is it's a great pickup. From $4 to 17, damn, it's more than 4 times my money. I'll pick it up any day. Now, do all Columbia or PFG shirts sell the same? No, they don't. Long sleeves always bring in more money. This is the heavier duty one. It brings in more money, and it's because it had the pocket, and it was a... It protects you against the sun. It does a lot of different things, but this is a very technical shirt. That's why it's sold for that. Next, here we have Guinness 2-can salt and pepper shakers. Everybody passed by these, and most people are like, oh, they're salt shakers. They're not going to bring enough money. Well, I already know that people that drink, they collect stuff. So this is Guinness. I bought it for $2. Sold for $25, free shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $16.12. They sold pretty fast considering they're salt and pepper shakers. So I got $14 in profit. They look really nice. I like these. Super cute. You can put them at a bar. You can give them to somebody as a present, as a gift. They're great pickup. Next, who remembers Ron Popeil? Vintage Popeil automatic. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. If not, well, fuck it. Vintage Popil automatic pasta maker prepare P400 with pasta shaped dies. Tested and works. It does work, and I did test it. I bought it for $5. Sold for $58.45, $24.99 shipping. After fees and everything, I brought home $54.36. So $49.36 in profit. This was an excellent pickup. I pick up stuff like this all the time. It didn't sell real fast. If you notice right here, I put it up on October the 23rd, and it was in C3 mid. That means it was in the middle shelf of the unit, of the C unit, just so you know, referencing back to the first question, or to Rocky's question. But things like this sold. And mind you, I am making another video about the offsite promotions. This sold through an offsite promotion, and I hadn't sold it since October. Because I offsite promoted it, it sold. Now, I'm in between whether it's going to be good for everybody, because if you don't have enough money or if your margins aren't large enough, it's expensive. But does it work? Yes, it does. I'm making a video specific to that. The plan or the test is already in place, and I've been testing it at a $5 budget per day, and I already increased it to $10 per day to see where I'm going to land. Plus, I got free, I think it was $300 free from, I think, the end of February to like the beginning of, or the end of March to spend it. So I'm getting half off ads. I said, I'm going to definitely use and abuse it. So my store is doing that. You guys keep on the lookout for that video. It's going to be good. So for those of you that don't understand offsite promotions, the pay-per-click programs, things like that, I'll talk about all that. Next, here we have Craig Winans, 1948. They have a question. Let's see. Oh, wait. Yeah. I put this in. This is a comment because I wanted to ask you guys something. You should make a video for eBay buyers on how to search for best prices and how to use the cart for combining orders or taking advantage of the buy 2, 3, or 4 more percentage off sales. This was an interesting comment, and I wanted to ask, like, do you guys think that you would enjoy a video of me playing the devil's advocate, me playing the customer, so that you can really see what the customer is looking at behind the scenes? And if you guys think that this is a good idea, I need one of you, the first person that comments on this and sends me their store link in the comments, I will use you as the store that I go and shop at. So I might even buy something. I don't know if I'm going to buy it on, like, so you guys can see, because it has all my info on there, but I might even buy something from your store. So if you guys think it's a good idea, because we should put ourselves in the customer's perspective, let me know in the comments below. And again, the first person that comments with the store, that's the store that I'll use. Depending on a few things, but mostly that's the store that I'll use. I mean, if you have a store that has like one product, then I'm not going to use you. But whoever is the first, I'll use you. Next sale, here we have Levi Strauss Premium Denim Shirt Long Sleeve. This is a great shirt. I love these shirts. I bought it for $3. Sold for $24.98, $8.99 shipping. After fees and everything, I brought home $17.83. That is just a great shirt. Levi's denim tops always sell, always pick up. I don't know why this is on here again. I'm going to skip it. Something happened today. Wah, wah, wah. That's all right. Next. Okay. This is definitely a BOGO or a BOGO, a BOLO for those of you that want to start picking up electronics in this area, in this category. Volume. Petite hair volumizing iron. So I saw this and my girl's like, maybe. And I was like, okay. I already knew, by the way. So I picked it up and I said, look. So I showed her and she said, holy shit, pick that up. So I got it for $10. Sold for $45. They sent me an offer and I took it and I said, fine, $45 is okay. They sell anywhere from $40 to $60, and new, they sell for a lot more. And they consistently sell, and they sell fast. They sold within, like, I think 1 day. $9.99 shipping. After fees and everything, I brought home $47.93. So $37.93 in profit for that. Still, people to this day fight me. Oh, I don't want to pick that up. Who's going to want to buy them? It's like, really? How come I keep selling them? No, my man. It's like, you're not going to pick up all of them. You're not going to pick up all the Conairs and all the Vidal Sazuns and all of them. But there are some that make money. especially the ones that have skins like that are pink, or they have cute skins, or they have cats, or they have, I don't know, whatever mamada that they're coming up with now. Those are the ones that sell. And man, I actually wanted to try it. I was like, man, should I keep it? I want to try it on my hair and make my hair like boos. Then again, I don't need that because my hair's already boom. If there's a little bit of rain outside, there's a little bit of humidity, no mames, boom. Me pongo así. I was like, woo, big hair. But that's just me. All right, last question or comment. This is a question. At Joseph de la Fuente 6105 says, I'm going to read it quickly because it's a lot, but I want you guys to hear this. I have been with eBay on and off since 1998. That's a long time. The last 3 years I got serious. I buy and post every day, and I've never made more than $300 in a week. Okay, so that's already an issue. I have followed successful eBay sellers. He put successful in quotes. I buy the name brands they buy. I describe them the way they do on their own websites. I promote with sales, promote up to 12%. I delist and relist. I have more than 2,000 items listed. And lately, I have not sold anything in 3 weeks. What is the secret? That's what he's asking. There has to be a secret because no matter what I do or who I follow, nothing works. So you guys know how I do. And what I sent them back that you guys can't see, but I already sent them back a response, and I said, I'm sorry to say it this way, but that's just how I do. If you have 2,000 items, you haven't sold anything in 3 weeks, then the problem must be that you have shit product. That's it. You are sourcing the wrong product. Number one thing to do is that you have to source the right product. If you don't source the right product, none of the other stuff matters. None of the titles, none of the description, none of the pricing, none of that matters. You have to get things that people want. You have to buy product that is in demand. If you don't have that, you're already building on a bad foundation. That's probably what's happening. Do I know that 100%? No. I don't know his store. I haven't seen his store. But due to what he just said, that is highly likely, 99% chance that is what's happening. The other thing that could be happening is that he says, I do it every day. I don't believe that. If you had a lot of energy, like if you have that much energy every day to relist and delist and always get more and more product up, and you know, if you listed that much product, I don't know, man. I think that might be just a little bit of a look. I'm not calling you a liar, but it might be like you're just saying it just to say it. Because if you're doing all that, you would have had at least for 2,000 items. Come on, man. In 3 weeks, you would have had some sales. No mames, you would have had some sales. So the reason I put this up is I don't want to make him feel bad. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is teach him and then teach you guys that number one goal, always before anything else, is that you need to have a product that people want in any business. Doesn't matter what it is. You can be the best marketer in the world. You can be the best whatever. You have to have a product that people want. And if they don't know if they don't know they want it yet, then you need to be the best marketer to tell them that they want it. One great example is the Pet Rock from the 80s. For those of you that don't know, the Pet Rock was made millions of dollars by a person that was a marketing guru that worked for a bunch of companies and then did his own thing and made millions of dollars by putting googly eyes on a rock and putting it in a box and then marketing it properly. So you could do that too. If you have a product that that people aren't asking for, and if you're a great marketer, you can still do that. But mostly, for those of you that are reselling, you're gonna buy product that people want. That's it. This isn't rocket science. And I pointed them to one of my old videos. I think it's called How to Hack the Algorithm or something like that. And trust me, there is no hack. It was a title because it gets people to click, and it's not clickbait because it gets people to click. And the first thing I tell you is that, hey, there's no hack way. There's no hacking the algorithm. All it is that you have to do the basics really well, and you have to have product that sells or that people want. That's it. That's what I told them. So I hope that you guys are thinking the same and do the same so that you can actually make more money. And that's it, everybody. I covered how eBay takes their fees from the top line, and that's okay. Stay on the positive mindset. Don't get bogged down by the little things. Like you're gonna, if you get bogged down by 1 or 2 or 3% that, additional that they're taking, you are going to be missing out on all the rest of the sales that you could be doing if you stay positive and you keep listing and finding products that people want. So stay in the positive mindset, please. Stop complaining, because having a complainer mindset, having a mindset like that keeps you behind, that is a victim mindset, that doesn't help you. That doesn't help you at all. It doesn't help you be successful. It is just a waste of energy. To continue supporting the channel, you can always send your thanks with the thanks button down below. You can buy a Reselloupe to add value to the photos you're already taking. Better photos means better sales, plain and simple. You can also join the Posse for less than gas station coffee and get access to What the FAQ Thursdays. As always, give this video a like, share this with anyone that needs to see it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already so you don't miss awesome pinches videos like this way. See you in the next one. Peace. And cheers, everybody. Should I have had these 3 or 4 beers? I'm kidding. I'm always in my right mind because I always want to give you 100% to you guys. Cállate el hocico ya. Chingao. Pinches perros mamones. No te voy a dar a tragar. I'm kidding.